I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is a headstone that my 6-year-old son and I just cleaned up with soap and water at the Mount Lydia Colored Baptist Church Cemetery. And this says, "Peace be thine, Marshall B., son of Robert and Nettie Newman, born September 5th, 1892, died September 3rd, 1905. Each of us hopes to join you at last on the beautiful heavenly shore." And this looks so much better than it did before. The headstone is actual marble. It looks like a gray and white marble. Just lovely. You can see the flowers up top. We weren't able to even get to this before, and it's been driving me crazy for years. I've lived in the house next to the cemetery for 32 years, and this is one of the headstones that I'm finally able to get to, and I'm so proud of our progress. It is beautiful. There's just a corner at the bottom that's chipped and needs to be repaired, but this looks lovely compared to what it was just 10 minutes ago. And here is the back of the headstone, and you can kind of see we cleaned it up as best we could. It still has some stuff on it, but it looks a lot better than it did. It's got that gray and white marble. And here it is from back a ways. You can actually get to it now. It's very beautiful. We worked very hard today. Alright, here's another headstone. It's the third or fourth one that my 6-year-old son and I have just cleaned up. You can hear the woodpecker in the background just going to town. It has a crown on top and maybe some palm leaves, and it says "At Rest." And this was the last pastor of Mount Lydia Colored Baptist Church Cemetery, established in 1870. It's abandoned and it's right in front of my house. This is the headstone of J.M. Storrs, born October 28th, 1815, died October 28th on his birthday, 1903. It says, "On that bright immortal shore we shall meet to part no more," and that is just beautiful. I didn't have any crazy fancy chemicals to clean this up with, so we just used soap and water. So you can see it's still got some stuff on it, still a little dirty. I don't have a tool to scrape it with. I'm pretty sure if I did, it would be solid white right now. You can kind of see traces of where it's white underneath. This should be white. It should be a white marble headstone, or at least a lot lighter than it is right now, but at least I can read it a lot better than I could before, and we're making an effort. So that's what matters. I'm tearing up my sponge, but I'm getting it done. I've been meaning to do this for a long time. Several years, in fact. I've seen a lot of these headstone cleaning videos, and they just do a wonderful job, and it really inspired me because these headstones have probably never been cleaned, and I may only have soap and water, but at least it's something. I can make an effort. I have been cleaning in this cemetery for years and years and years, cutting down old dead trees and clearing them out and having bonfires with them. Just cleaning it out, just making sure everything gets cleaned up. Not taking out the baby's breath and the blackberries and the pawpaw trees and the walnut trees. Not taking out the baby trees or the old trees. Nothing that's alive and fruit. Nothing like that fruit trees or berries or anything like that. But dead things, So, let's see how this cleans up. Is it better than it was? A little bit better. I know it's a white, it's going to be a white headstone, white marble. So it's not perfect, and it is broken, and it hasn't been repaired because I don't have the tools to do that. But any effort is better than no effort, and I have been making an effort for a long time. So there it is. I'll rinse it off, give it a good final rinse, see what I can do. Alright, so we have Ethel Franklin, died February 22nd, 1919. That's my birthday. February 22nd is my birthday. She was only 26 years old. It says she is asleep in Jesus. And you can see the ivy at the top of this. See the ivy decorating her headstone. Very beautiful. My mother loves ivy. It's very, very stylish. So we're doing Alberta Chapman. That's what my sponge is starting to look like. But it's getting the job done. You can hear how loud the vehicles are that go by. There ought to be a noise ordinance around a cemetery, but there isn't. It gets so busy because this is a main highway, and of course people don't really care that there's a cemetery. They just speed on by. They don't have any respect. They've been throwing trash and nasty stuff in this place for as long as I can remember, and I've been picking it up for as long as I can remember. But this is the first time I've cleaned headstones, but I have meant to for many years. I didn't have any of the fancy cleaning supplies, and I didn't want to mess anything up. But this is just soap and water. Just regular old soap and water and a torn up dish sponge. It's torn up because I've been scrubbing with it. It wasn't torn up before. So, but I'm trying, and I think any effort is better than no effort, right? So let's clean her up and see if this helps anything. I'm going to use an old toothbrush. I don't have a scraper or anything. All I have is the sponge and a toothbrush. And, you know, if I brought a scraper, I just don't want to tear it up. I don't want to tear up anything. So I feel like if I can read the words and we can, you know, try to preserve the integrity of these antique headstones from the 1800s, 1900s, that's what matters. Because if I don't have the stuff, you know, then I don't want to mess it up. But if I make an effort and just being respectful, and I've always tried to do that, if I can just do that, then that helps. Because it's better than nothing. Well, I know this headstone is white marble. I know it's supposed to be white, but it has been exposed to the element for many years, and I didn't want to scrape anything or tear it up. But you can see the handshake at the top. Very lovely. I think Miss Alberta Chapman was a handshaker, or maybe she was holding Jesus' hand when she passed on. So, Miss Alberta Chapman died January 31st, New Year's Eve, 1913. She is aged 55 years.